Welcome to Have You Read It? The channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today we're diving into Quit, The Power of Knowing When to Walk Away by Annie Duke. This book challenges our ingrained bias towards persistence, revealing how quitting can be a strategic advantage in business, investing, relationships, and life. Annie Duke, drawing from her experience as a professional poker player, shows us that knowing when to fold is as crucial as knowing when to hold. Quit isn't just about cutting losses. It's about maximizing opportunities. It offers a science-backed approach to decision-making, helping us navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and effectiveness. In a world that often celebrates grit and perseverance, this book is a refreshing and essential guide to making smarter, more fulfilling choices. The book opens by challenging the prevailing glorification of grit and persistence, arguing that our society often overlooks the value of quitting. Annie Duke introduces the concept of a Garf scale, where cognitive biases and societal pressures tip the balance towards persevering even when it's detrimental. Duke illustrates this point with the story of Muhammad Ali, whose unwavering grit led him to both championship victories and prolonged physical damage. This duality highlights the central theme: persistence is not always a virtue, and knowing when to quit is crucial. The book discusses the 1996 Everest disaster, contrasting the tragic fate of those who persisted against all odds with the unsung wisdom of those who turned back, emphasizing that quitting can be a life-saving decision. The story of Hutchison, Task, and Kasishi shows the value of following preset turnaround times. Quitting is presented not as an act of failure, but as a strategic tool for making better decisions under uncertainty, enabling adaptation to changing circumstances and new information. Uncertainty is an impediment to making good decisions about quitting because we want to know for sure. Only perseverance lets you eventually find out the answer. Tom Brady's longevity contrasts sharply with the fleeting presence of companies that advertised during his first Super Bowl, highlighting the importance of adaptability and timely quitting in the face of changing market conditions. Just as Kenny Rogers sang in The Gambler, knowing when to fold is essential. The option to abandon a hand is what separates great players from amateurs. Duke explores the inherent difficulty in making timely quitting decisions, as it often feels premature due to our bias toward continuing, even when future prospects are bleak. The story of Stuart Butterfield and Glitch illustrates the importance of recognizing when to walk away, even amid apparent success. The desire for certainty lures us to persevere, because perseverance is the only path to knowing for sure how things will turn out if you stay the course. The right time to fire someone is the first time it crosses your mind. Using expected value in decision-making to assess whether to continue a course of action. This involves estimating potential outcomes, their probabilities, and then calculating whether the expected value is positive. The counterintuitive behavior of cab drivers who quit early on good days and persist on bad days demonstrates how setting a daily goal is not always an effective strategy. The pain of a loss is psychologically more powerful than the pleasure of an equivalent gain, leading to irrational decisions. People become risk-seeking when facing a sure loss, often doubling down on failing ventures rather than cutting their losses. Amplifies the irrationality. The fact that almost no one hits their take-profit order. They exit manually before that to lock up a sure win. Quitting is not failing. It's a decision-making tool that allows us to change course when needed. The best time to quit is before it feels absolutely necessary, requiring foresight rather than reaction. Evaluate opportunities based on potential future outcomes, not just current status. Don't let the fear of waste keep you stuck in losing situations. Focus on tackling the hardest parts of a project, first to avoid investing in dead ends. Set predefined conditions that signal when it's time to walk away from a project or commitment. Always explore new opportunities to avoid being trapped by a single path. Seek out someone who can offer an unbiased perspective and help you make tough decisions. View quitting as a skill to be developed, not a weakness to be avoided. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.